Thank you so much, Nitya. Am I audible well? There is no noise I'm expecting. Perfect. Great. Jai Shri Ram. To all the sisters who are here, those in the process of becoming a mother, those who are thinking about becoming a mother, and those who have just become mothers, I welcome you to this session. Whether it is going to be wonderful or not, let God and you decide that. But when we enter into something like this, where we want to learn Ramcharitmanas, we have one thing which is very clear that I want to learn something good, and not just me. Through me, I'm going to nourish my child, and that's a blissful feeling. When I was doing this for my wife a couple of years ago, we expected wonderful results because nowadays we see that kids are, quite a lot rushed. Even when they are born, they are full of rajas. They think that yes, Anu, I can be a little louder. Is it any better? Huh? I think I should. Perfect. Huh. Great. So when we want to have something like this, we know that this is gonna go inside, and inside means a wonderful thing. One part of inside is the stomach in which we eat food, but that is just one little part of inside. The other part of inside is what you consume through non-food activities, like air, which is basically your lungs, and through lungs, your entire oxygen molecule set goes to various parts of your body. And I'm sure those of you who are already aware of this thing, that yes, yoga can make us, you know, better at breathing. They also know what breathing can do, what wonders breathing can do. And I'm sure you would be amazed to know that we consume around 10 to 12,000 liters of air every day. It is said that whatever we consume, we become. But you know what is the biggest thing that we consume that we don't even have a control on? That's the thoughts. Especially in this connected world, when we want to sit for a while and we think that maybe Instagram Reels can help us relieve that bit of tiredness in us. That is a different story. It eventually tires us out because it is a passive engagement. However, we do want to spend a lot of time on the screen when we go outside, especially if you are in places in Delhi or around it. People inadvertently keep on hurling abuses. I'm sure most of you have already experienced that. You can't have any control over it. So it is like, if we can't control what is going inside, the only thing we can control is the detox. Ramcharitmanas is the detox for your thoughts. Your thoughts can be manipulated, your thoughts can be modified by means of any power in the world. But there is a reset mechanism, and that reset mechanism is important. When we understand that Ram, oh Ram, what is Ram? When we understand that, then we realize, these are good virtues. I want that for my kid. But what will my kid do with all these virtues? Oh, he will become a better person. And how do I benefit out of it? If you have a good child, then you have 10,000 things less to worry about. But if you do not have a child that you want, then there is more to worry about it. We love our kids to our death, isn't it? And every single parent wants that my child should be wow, it's wonderful. If my child comes across a problem, let's say, any sort of mental distress, my child should be able to navigate it like that. No parent ever wants, oh God, give me that opportunity so that I can earn well, so that if later my child is, maybe sad about something, I can afford a good psychiatrist for him. Do we do that? We don't do that. We want our child to be self sufficient. On the other hand, if we think that my child is going around somewhere, should he be fearful? Absolutely not. And then what values we want to imbibe are the values that will go into it. With this idea in mind, I'm going to give you some statistics and you will love it. Do you know that at any given point in time, around 26% of women are menstruating? How many of us know that? Can you all raise hands like this? Or you are getting this to know for the first time? Acha, those of you who are knowing this for the first time, you can still raise hands now. Wow. And at any given time, 4 to 6%, some studies say 3.4, but let's say 4% of women are expecting. If 50% of the world is women, 4% of it is a massive number. If 50% of Indians are women, 4% is a massive number. Even if I talk about the women who are in the fertile age, some of you decided that we want to be part of it. This is where you become highly congratulatory. So we welcome you. And you should be very happy about it. That in just a little while, we are going to know what it is about the character of Lord Ram, the character of Ma Sita, the character of Hanumanji, the character of Bharat, Shatrugna, Lakshmanji, Janak, Dashrath, Kekai, Sumitra, Kaushalya, and many, many, many others will just take away all your sorrows. So one day what happened? Uh, there is a rishi called Yagyavalkji. And you know that Prayagraj is a place which is very old, right? It is not something that was created a couple of 100 years ago. It's, millions and millions of years old. Same is the case with Varanasi. So Prayagraj, where three rivers meet, Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati, that is called Sangam. So Kumbh Melas are organized, they have been getting organized for time immemorial. I don't know. So long, 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 I don't know how long ago, there was a Muni called Yagyavalkji. He came with his entire folk set and everybody, spent some time there, enjoyed the Kumbh, and he was ready to leave. But you see, these saints are very interesting people. When a saint will see another saint, uh, he would want the saint to stop for some time. They would want to chat for a couple of things. And saints, by the way, are not just people who are always Ram, 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 oh Shiv, 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 Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. Saints are the people who are researchers. And within saints also there are multiple categories. Some are Swamis, some are Rishis, some are Acharyas, some are Karma Kandi Brahmans and whatnot. So everybody has categories. It's like if you are in school, then you might be, a teacher of mathematics or you might be a teacher of music. You both are teachers, but you have categories. It is the same case with saints. And because they are very intelligent, they do not want to leave even a single speck of knowledge outside in the world. They want to have it. And sometimes they are playful also. They are more playful than others. There is a wonderful saint called Naradji. Our Bollywood has portrayed Naradji as quite a mischievous person, but he is the man of Narayan. Naradji is the supreme rishi. Every single element where you want to come closer to God and you pick up any story, be it the story of Parvati Mata, be it the story of Dhruv, be it the story of Prahlad, everywhere Naradji is the Guru. Because what he is going to tell you and you follow it, your job is done, you will get God. You will reach there. But Naradji is also mischievous actually. So all saints are like that. The saints say that whenever Bhagwan Vishnu wants to have anything done, he basically invokes Narad to create some mischief so that his job can be done. Isn't it wonderful? So one day, Yagyavalkya Muniji, when he was about to leave Prayagraj, he was stopped by another rishi called Bharadwaj. And he said that, Yagyavalkya, I'm quite doubtful. Everybody keeps on reciting Ram, 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 Ram. You also do that. Even I do that. Shivji is also doing Ram, 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 Ram. But who is this Ram? Is it somebody who killed Ravan? Or is it that Ram who is the son of Dashrath and Kaushalya? Or he is some other Ram? Or is he the same Ram that once was caught by a group of snakes and was lying just lifeless? Who is this Ram? I'm in doubt. So Yagyavalkya smiled. He said, "You know who Ram is. I know you are playing with me and you want to listen to Ram Katha. But if you bring in the idea of doubts, I'm going to resolve those doubts for you because I know you are not asking this for yourself, you are asking this for the people who would get to know about your Katha." And that's where Yagyavalkya Muniji started discussing Ram Katha. And the same Ram Katha that he talked about is basically given by Goswami Tulsidas Ji in Ramcharitmanas. But the very first Ram Katha was given by Bhagwan Shiv to Mata Parvati. Every single Katha comes from Shiv. Bhagwan Shiv is the god of knowledge. He is never born, he will never go away. He is always there. That is why we call ourselves Sanatan Dharmi. Sanatan means always there. So Shivji is the start of everything. In fact, those of you who do prenatal yoga or yoga of any kind or have done yoga of any kind, your teacher might have talked about or will talk about something known as Adi Yogi or Adi Nath. Most of the yoga that is taught in the world today comes from the Nath group of saints. And within the Nath group of saints, they invoke the very first Nath as Adinath. Oh Adinath, give me the knowledge so that I can become the instrument to spread it around. That Adinath is Shiv. Wonderful, na? So one day, Devtas, Danas and Manushya, these are three types of people you have heard of, right? They came to Bhagwan Shiv and they said that we want knowledge. What will we do in this world, in this cosmos, if we don't have knowledge? And you are the source of it, so give us the knowledge. And Bhagwan Shiv, the kind and benevolent he is, he says, sure, I'll give you. And suddenly, these three groups said that we want exclusive knowledge. So what you give to Devtas, don't give it to us, but what you give to us, don't give it to Devtas, and so on. Right? So Shivji said, I can do that. I can do that. I have 1 crore shlokas with me. So I'm going to divide these shlokas into 3 parts. And when you divide 1 crore by 3, you are left with 1 shloka. Right? Simple mathematics. But you see, other than Bhagwan Shiv, who is benevolent, who wants to give everything, Devta, Danav and Manav are not that benevolent. They have some level of greed, some level of self-centeredness and so. So they said, give me that also now. So Shivji said, chalo, okay. So a shloka is made up of 32 letters, 32 syllables. When you divide 32 by 3, you give 10 to each group, Devta, Danav and Manav. You are left with 2 of them. Bhagwan Shiv said that I cannot divide this 2 among you 3. this is going to remain with me. This is going to be my mantra. This is the name of my Ishwar. And those two syllables, those two letters were Ra and Ma. And that is why Bhagwan Shiv keeps on reciting Ram, 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 Ram. Now you might be thinking, Acha, oh, then what does Ramji recite? On one hand, you are saying that the supreme God, the one who is the progenitor of all knowledge, is Shiva. But Shiva also finds someone else as his guru, his lord, his friend, his father, his mother, and his everything. So Ram is bigger than Shiva. Then why Ram is not the progenitor of knowledge? प्रणवाक्षर के मध्य ये तीनों एका. They are all saying one single energy has manifested itself into Shiv and Ram. So Ram also does the same thing. Who is the god of Ram? Shiva. When Ramji was about to fight Ravan. So at the end of our country, where Kanyakumari is there is a place called Rameshwaram. That place was established by Bhagwan Ram. Because Rameshwar is Shiv. So that is basically the temple of Shiva. He wants to say that, okay, you are the testimony to whatever I am doing. And you are going to bless me achieve that. Oh Rameshwar, bless me. And I am going to now ensure that no speck of Rakshas remains on earth to create problems for anybody. And that is when he started marching. That is Rameshwar. This is the kind of friendship we want to emulate. So if you have a friend and you are not the Shiva to your friend or your friend is not Ram to you or vice versa, then maybe you should do some tweak on your friendship. And it is not just a goody-goody thing, by the way. Friends prank each other. How many of us have done that, by the way? We have pranked each other. No? So Shivji also pranks. And Ramji also pranks. Ramji pranks a bit less. Shivji pranks more because he is more bhola. Na? So if anybody would go to Shiva and say, Om Namah Shivaya, 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 give me the boon, Lord. Shivji will say, sure. What do you want? Oh, I want Amarta. I can't give you Amarta. Then give me something near to Amarta. Okay, nobody can kill you. And thousands and thousands and thousand years later, now Vishnuji is thinking, Loji, he has given another boon. Abhi, what should I do? Then he decides, there is a boon which requires that only a human can kill somebody, so I think I should take avatar as a human. Right? And that's when he thought, I'm going to come in the roop of Ram. One day Brahmaji did the same thing. There is a person called, what do we call? Yes, I forgot the name. The father of Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu. Yes, Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu said that, Jai Brahmdev, Jai Brahmdev, Jai Brahmdev, Jai Brahmdev. Give me the boon. Brahmdev is also very bhola. So Brahmaji said, ask me. Give me Amarta. I can't give you Amarta. Okay, so you do one thing, that ensure that I am not killed by any animal or any human being or any devta. I should not be killed in the daylight. I should not be killed in the night time. I should not be killed outside of the home. I should not be killed inside of the home. I should not be killed by any astra. I should not be killed by any shastra, etc., etc. So he gave a long list. And Brahmaji said, Arey yaar, I have to give this thing at least because he has done a big penance for me. What to do now? And then again Vishnuji got to thinking, Loji, he has also done the same thing. And then one day, he emerged out of a pillar as Narsingh, who is the culmination of both Nar and Singh, human and animal together. In the afternoon time, and he killed Hiranyakashipu on his leg, because Hiranyakashipu also asked for a boon that I should not be killed on the floor and I should also not be killed in the sky. And how he killed? With his nails. So the mischief keeps on happening. But mischief is part of the bigger glory. Mischief is part of the bigger friendship. And you can do very friendly mischief because you know your friend will understand. In the similar manner, Yagyavalkji said, "Alright, Bharadwajji, I'm gonna give you Ram Katha. You listen to Ram Katha and all your doubts will be over." And doubts keep on happening. Doubts basically make us more receptive to knowledge. Although initially it is ignorance on our part, but when we are doubtful, we ask questions. And if we do ask questions, then we get the answer. But we have to trust the process. Today, you all are sitting in this session. You got to trust the process. In the next 10 sessions, in the next 10 days of Katha, whatever I am going to get, I am going to be receptive of it. And then everything is okay. So we are not allowed to have any filters here right now. You can have the filters after 10 lectures are over, if there are any. But if you have doubts and you do not trust the process, then we get into a big problem. And one day, Sati Mata, who is the consort of Shivji, fell into the problem in exactly the same manner. So one day what happened? Sati Mata was looking at Shivji and she said that you always keep on reciting Ram, 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 Ram. Who is this Ram? So Shivji said, I think I can take you to a Muni who would teach Katha, who would give us the Katha. And I'm also quite interested to, hear it again because I love listening to Katha. Shivji is always there whenever the Katha is happening anywhere in the world in the form of Hanumanji. No Katha can go if Hanumanji is not here. Just before the start of this lecture, I just humbly requested Hanumanji to be present here. Even if I had not requested it, he would have arrived. But it is always a good idea to ask someone, to invite someone to come to your good thing. So Shivji also keeps on listening to Ram Katha. So he said, oh my dear Sati, let's go. Let's listen to Ram Katha. It will help you resolve all your doubts. एक बार त्रेता जुग माही शंभु गए कुंभज ऋषि पाही. Once in Treta Yuga, Shambhu, which means Shiva, gaye Kumbhaj Rishi pahi. Kumbhaj Rishi means Agastya Muni. Sang Sati Jag Janani Bhavani. Who was with him? Sati. Jag Janani Bhavani, the Jagadamba, the Shakti of the world, the creator of the world, the nourisher of the world, Jag Janani Bhavani. Pooje Rishi Akhileswar Jani. And when they reached there, Agastya Muni bowed down in front of Shivji. He did puja of Shivji and he gave asan to Shivji, and the asan that was given to Shivji was slightly elevated than his own asan. And then the doubts started creeping. Sati thought that, Arey, we have come to listen to a katha. Why, first of all, we have come to listen to a katha? Shivji is the supreme power. Why he is seeking someone else's help to give him the katha? Doubt number one. Second, chalo, we have come to katha. The rule of the Katha is that the Vakta, who is known as Vyas, that person should be on slightly elevated level because he is the one who is giving you the Katha. The moment a person becomes Vyas, the person doesn't remain person. Then the Katha just keeps on flowing. It's the divine's blessing. And when divine is giving you the Katha through any medium of human being, then that divine should be on the higher pedestal. But why has he kept our pedestal high? Doubt number two. Two doubts. Enough to break your concentration. Happens? होता है ना हमारे साथ? How many of us have experienced that? Initial one, two doubts will just take everything away. That is what Sati also had. So Ma Sati said, okay, I've come here, come on. I cannot really say, you listen to the Katha, I'm not going to listen to the Katha, I'm going to just play outside. No. I mean, she's Jagdamba. Come on, even if she has doubts, she is Jagdamba. She is the power. She is Shakti. And God knows, she might have brought those doubts about only to give a Katha. So Kumbhaj Rishi gave the Katha and Shivji was in ultimate bliss. Ultimate bliss. Wow. I again got to know about the story of my Lord. The one we love, we want to hear about that person over and over again. Over and over again. In fact, when you will have kids, and those of you who probably are preparing for the second one, you would want to see your kid do the same thing over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. That is the power of love. Why do you think, since the 5G has come or the free internet has come, the people who are in courtship have spent inordinate amount of their nights only talking about the same thing every single day? What have you eaten? Oh, I also ate this thing. Oh, you love this song? I also do that. Ha, I have done the paint at my home, etc., etc., etc. Every day, every day. I mean, if you are in a regular household, you would repeat your vegetables every third day in some form or the other. At least roti will be repeated. You won't say, hey, today I had jowar roti. Tomorrow I'm going to have wheat roti. And then after I'm done with 10 of these grains, I'm going to have the repeat of roti. But we do talk because when we love somebody, we want to hear everything, same thing, over and over again. That is the case with Shivji. He loves no one more than Ramji. And exactly at that time, when they were just traversing through the forest and they were about to leave for their home, the Shivlok, Kailash Lok, exactly at that time, Ramji was doing one of his leelas. There is not just one birth of Lord Ram. Countless births have happened. Countless avatars he has taken. So at that time also, in that Treta Yuga, when Shivji was returning after listening to the Katha, Ramji was in the process of his current Leela, current legend. And at that time, Mata Sita had just got kidnapped by Ram. Shivji standing slightly away, he is looking at Ramji, that he is doing his Leela. And what is Ramji doing here? Ramji is crying. Ramji is asking the trees, the animals over there, constantly going back to his brother Lakshmanji. Ki, where is Sita? Have you seen my Sita? Oh, why did I leave my Sita for just a little while? He's crying. Shivji feels, I want to meet my friend. When you see your friend, you want to meet him. But Shivji knows that no, he's doing a performance here. He's doing a Leela. So I can't disturb him. Let's say if some of you have friends in theater and your friend asks you to come for some theatrical performance, While sitting in the audience, will you start shouting, "Hey, Rajesh, Rajesh, Saisha, Saisha, oh, Tanuja, Tanuja"? No. You know that he is doing the performance. You have to just support him in this performance by being the witness of it. Otherwise, he would not be, let's say, a character there. So Shivji knows this thing. Shivji does not want to disturb Ramji. But Satiji is in doubt. This is the Lord that my husband keeps on reciting the name of. This is the Lord who is crying. This is the one who is known as Param Brahma. I don't understand what is happening. But there is a quality in Masati. Out of many qualities, she has one quality. If she has doubts, she would go and ask questions. So she will say, "What is this all about? Please, enlighten me." But this time, Sati Mata did not ask for the question, but rather brought in a doubt. Brought in, uh, you know, an exception. He said, "Swami," he said to his husband, "Bhagwan Shiv, Swami, who is this Ram? I don't understand. How can he cry if he is a Lord? I want to take his pariksha. I want to test him." So Shivji said, "Okay, feel free, but I'm warning you on one thing. When you are going to do his pariksha, do it in the right manner. Don't do something that you, I, or anyone else will regret. I'm sitting here under the shade of a banyan tree, you do the pariksha and you come back." So what Satiji did, she went ahead and she took the roop of Sita Mata. So she took the roop of Sita Mata and suddenly she came in front of Ramji and Lakshmanji. And Ramji just looked at that Sita Mata and said, "Mate" means mother. "You are alone? Where is Shivji?" And she became so startled, so fearful. "Oh my God, how did he know that I am Sati? I just took the roop of Sita." And suddenly at that time, Ramji did something wonderful. He created a Maya ecosystem in which she was looking at Ramji everywhere. Shivji is serving him, Brahmaji is serving him, Sitaji is there, Lakshmiji is there, everybody is there in so many rooms. Satima became so startled. "Oh, what is happening?" Ramji realized that she is getting a bit fearful. So he immediately took off that thing. And Satiji ran away. She realized that I was doing the pariksha of a person, thinking that he is not Brahm, but he is Brahm. Everybody is in his control. He came back to Shivji. Shivji said, "Oh, you took the pariksha, oh my dear?" He said, "No, no, I didn't take any pariksha. Okay, well." But Shivji is omniscient, he knows everything. So he just closed his eyes like it and he saw whatever has happened. And Shivji became sad. Shivji did not say anything to Sati Mata, but they both went to Kailash. And then Shivji asked Sati Mata to sit in front of him. And he slipped into meditation. After some time, Satiji realized why he did not make me sit alongside him. Why in front of me? Because Shivji was thinking, she took the roop of Sita Mata that I consider my mother. We have this in our Sanskriti, right? That our bhabhi can be our mother or our daughter or our sister, right? And if you have a friend's wife, for Shivji, he is he is the Lord. So the wife of Lord Ram is the mother. Now that you have assumed the role of or the roop of Sita Mata, I cannot really have the relationship of a husband or wife with you. But he did not say this thing. He was just distraught. How do I deal with this conundrum? And that's why you have to be more. You have to be more respectable for me. I should be bowing down to you. So you should sit in front of me, not beside me. And then he slipped into meditation. Satiji was alone. Satiji was thinking, oh, I have done something really wrong. I should have realized that when I am taking pariksha, I should have been cognizant of the repercussions of it. And isn't that what happens in our life? We want to do something, even if it is noble, even if we want to resolve our doubts. Still, we sometimes do not think about the future. And we must. If we are not thinking about the consequences, then that's a problematic thing, right? So we should always think about what we are doing and never cross our boundaries. But this time Sati Mata did that. So Shivji slipped into meditation, and that meditation lasted for what? 80,000 years or more. 80,000 years. And because now you are alone, Sati Mata is alone. One day she saw that so many, vimans, so many airplanes and everything is just going from above. And she saw many devtas well clad in the dress and everything. They are going somewhere. So Sati Mata asked, Are, where are you going? You look so good. Devtas and gods, they keep on talking, come on, right? So the people on those vimans said that we are going to your father's place, Daksh. He is organizing a very big yagna and he has invited everybody. Everybody. Every single pratishthit person of the world, of the cosmos, he has invited. But guess who did not get the invitation? Shivji did not get the invitation. Because Daksh did not like Shivji. And Shivji finally opened his eyes after some time. And the moment he opened his eyes, Sati Mata said that I think we should visit my father's place because he is organizing a festival. So Shivji said that Sati, we should always go to that place where we are invited if it is something of happiness. And we should go to the place uninvited if it is about sadness. So when somebody invites you for a function, you should go. But you should go to somebody's, let's say, funeral service without you being invited. And this is a function. If we are not invited, we would be ridiculed. You should not go. We should not. But Sati did not budge. Sati said, please, na, if you don't want to go, allow me to go. And Bholenath, as Bholenath he is, he loves Sati a lot. So he says, Chalo, theek hai. Although I do not agree to this, but if you do want to go, feel free. And Sati went there. And the moment Sati reached there, nobody talked to her. Nobody talked to her. Except for her mother, nobody talked to her. And Sati Mata realized that my husband was right. If we are not invited, because they don't want us to be there. But now that I have come here, I have made a big fool of myself and of my husband also. And exactly at that time, Daksh came and started hurling abuses. He said, Oh, your Swami Shiv, he is this, he is that, he is bad, what not. And she became so furious. She said that I should not have come here. My Swami told me to do so, but I did not abide by that. So, exactly at that time, she closed her eyes. She created the Yogagni in herself and burnt herself. Many people who are not aware of this story completely, they think that Sati Mata jumped into the yagna pyre and then burnt herself. No. Sati Mata invoked the Yogagni, that means the fire within, and burnt herself. Because she did not want to live in a space where there is nothing, where there is no respect for herself and for her husband. So, in this modern time, when the Sati Pratha came into being, that Sati Pratha is actually a culmination of wrong idea of knowledge. There is no such thing called Sati Pratha, that you have to jump into the funeral pyre. Even Sati Mata did not do it. The moment Shivji got to know about it, he arrived there. He became so furious. He killed all the people who were there, who were part of this mischief, gave a befitting punishment to Daksh, and then took up the body of Sati Mata and started running around in the universe. And everybody really started thinking that, he's not in his good shape. What to do? And if we go closer to him, he would burn us. And then guess who would be called? His friend Narayan. And then Narayan came up. He took out his Sudarshan Chakra and cut Sati's body into many, many pieces while the body was lying on the hands of Shiva. Slowly the pieces started falling on different places on the earth. And wherever those pieces fell, today they are known as the Shakti Peeths. And in Chhatarpur also in Delhi, there is a Shakti Peeth called Katyayani. And at that time, Shivji realized that, oh, where is Sati? And then finally, after, making Shivji understand, Shivji finally went to his cave and he started meditating. On the other side, there was a noble person called Himalaya and his wife called Mena. They just welcomed a baby girl in their family. And they named her Parvati because Himalaya is Parvat. Parvat means mountain. So the Parvat's Putri is Parvati. That Parvati is the reincarnation of Sati Mata. So how did Sati Mata get rid of the mistake that she committed thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago? How did Sati Mata, when she became Parvati, got Shivji back, and how the Ram Katha then progressed? We'll talk about that in our next day's Katha. Till then, Jai Shri Ram. Wonderful? Enjoyed? Huh? So I'm going to give you 3 parting thoughts in last 1 minute. First is, do not doubt. Do not doubt the process. If you want to establish something good in yourself, then you have to do it for a long time. Continuously. Without break and with respect. Satu Dirghkal Nirantarya Satkar Sevito with Satkar Drid Bhumi. Then it gets firmly established. And what is the respect about? Respect should be for 4 entities. First is The knowledge creator. Who is the creator of knowledge? Any knowledge. God. Whoever is your God, whatever you believe in, just be thankful. Second is the giver of the knowledge. That means the teacher. Whoever gives you the knowledge. At this time, if I am giving you that knowledge, I am your teacher. When you are out of this room, then you are maybe going to start something where you would want to learn something. If you're doing something on Coursera, for example, then that person is your teacher. When you are doing the yoga session with Nitya, she is your teacher. Third thing is the knowledge itself. Be respectful of the knowledge. You can't solve a numerical if you don't believe in the formula. And fourth, which is actually the most important, the respect for the receiver. And who is the receiver here? Can you all raise hands? Yes. Respect for ourselves. And respect does not mean that we should do the puja part. It's not like tomorrow in your next session, you will bring in all Jodhpati and you will start worshipping Nitya first. No. Nah. Respect means being in that moment, knowing that I'm gonna reach, knowing that I am protected. That is called respect. So always keep that respect within. Do not doubt. And second thing is consistency. Be consistent. I know someday you might not be able to attend the session, but don't let that someday ever arrive. And that's why we have kept it on weekends, so that you can be comfortable. Otherwise, this katha could have been just there for 10 consecutive days. So today I'm giving you something. Deliberate on it, think about it, enjoy it, relish it, and keep yourself away from the negatives that are around. If you think that some negative thoughts are coming up or people are talking all these things, stay away from them. Stay away from OTT as much as you can. Be with yourself, be with your baby, be with your idea. Read something good and eat well. Take care of yourselves. Namaskar. I think maybe questions might not be appropriate at this time, but if you do have questions, what will I do? I will create a Google form and I will spread it around. Does it work, Nitya? Right? And if you have any questions of any sort, you can keep on adding to that, and in the course of our whole discourse, I'm going to take it up. If you do want to have any question while the session is also going on, you can post it here. We'll take it up at the end of it. Perfect. Can we all have a big smile now? Very nice. All right. That's a very interesting question. Thank you so much for bringing this up, Nitya. Um, if you are expectant mother, you follow whatever your doctor has advised you to. Never ever starve yourself. So for you, the only food guideline would be that you have to remain vegetarian. Our food decides how we are going to receive something, and foods have the prana levels. For example, if you eat petha every day, petha, sitafal every day, that is a very high prana sabzi, very high prana sabzi. Eating one sitafal meal every day is equivalent to eating, let's say, 4 or 5 dal makhani meals a day, right? But when we talk about non-veg, and eggs also are non-vegetarian, okay? So don't think that they grow on trees. That is very low on prana. So when we eat non-vegetarian food, our reception goes for a toss. I am expecting that none of your doctors must have advised you explicitly to be on a non-vegetarian diet, given that it contains, quite some questionable bacteria also, which might not be very good for your baby, unless and until you have a specific medical issue that requires it. So this is one thing which I would recommend. And second thing about dieting pattern is that keep yourself hydrated and eat fresh. Whenever you are in the session also, some of you have this session back to back, Nitya's session and immediately it is our session. So we will give you 10 minutes, okay? Every single time we are going to give you 10 minutes between this. Grab something, take a bio break. And even if you want to eat while the session is going on, for the expectant mothers, I have allowed that. Yes, if you are currently trying to conceive, if you are in the process, in that case, either you eat beforehand or you eat afterwards, or you can have a bit of fruits. Right? I think all other guidelines, perfect. So in that case, we can always eat slightly beforehand. Right? So I think this was something which you wanted me to clarify you on. Others are quite self-explanatory, but if you want me to pick a couple of these up, please let me know. If you want to, you can read Ramcharitmanas. Okay? But it is not a mandate. So, see, when you read Ramcharitmanas, you would start falling in love with it. And in the next class, I'm going to tell you where Ramcharitmanas actually starts from. Right? So yes, if you want to read, you can. Otherwise, it is not needed. No books, nothing. This is we call it a workshop because it is a work that is being done by your mind and your embryo. But you don't have to really do any work here. This is the place where you relax. Ramcharitmanas by which publisher? Okay, publisher is. I'm just watching. There is no option of everyone here. Meeting group chat. Is that what the? So now I'm gonna write it for everybody, right, Nitya? Okay. Geeta Press, Gorakhpur. Ramcharitmanas by Goswami Tulsi Das. This one. Okay. Perfect. All set? I think we should now disperse and we will eat. Huh? All of you are hungry. Chal. Jai Shri Ram.